Hi folks, I just want to give you an idea of what it takes to start a business here in Hawaii. Um, I'm just starting a company right now, and so my first step was to apply for the DBA, doing business as, so it's registering the trade name of your company. So that was pretty simple. Here's the form here, and it was just one page, pretty simple. I got there wasn't even a line, did it right away. It was see, it was $25 filing fee, and I received it in the mail in about a week. So that was pretty simple. So on to the next step, applying for the tax ID. So this was the form here. Looks like it was one page. Was it front and back? No, just one page. And filing fee was $20. Not bad, and I received that. Here is the general excise tax license. I received that in the mail in about 2 weeks, so not bad. Everything is going pretty smooth. Next step, I'm running a tour business, so I'm going to be operating a 14 passenger van to transport my customers out to the tour site. And so the next step was to apply for a PUC permit. Here in Hawaii, you'll notice that all the tour vans and commercial vehicles have a number on the back of them. It says PUC and then a number. And so that's Public Utilities Commission, which is part of the Department of Transportation. So everything is rolling so smoothly here that I went to PUC, and they gave me the application, which is about a 16-page form. So wow. So start filling out the form. It's pretty simple at first, just some blocks, check yes or no. So what island am I operating on? Am I going to be a common carrier, contract carrier, number of vehicles? Not too bad. So pretty simple. They want to know about the insurance for the company. And then number 12 was the one that threw me for a loop. Provide the reasons that the purposed service as a common carrier is or will be required by the present and future public convenience and necessity. Attach copies of letters from prospective customers that support the application. So, prospective customers. So I thought, okay, well, I do my telescope thing out in Waikiki on the street for donations, and they're pretty much the same people that would be my prospective customers. So instead of letters, because I don't know these people personally, they're tourists. So I typed up this petition here, just asking them to write that they support the idea of me as a tour company. So got some nice comments here, saying that it's a great idea and stuff like that. And so when I took this into PUC, they were like, oh, no. By prospective customers, we don't actually mean the people that will be attending the tours. They want the tour activity centers that would be selling my tour as a product, as an activity. Oh, okay. So I go out, and now I find myself in a catch-22. Most of the places that I went to, for instance, Pleasant Holidays, they were like, oh, we can't give you a letter of support because you're not an established company operating for 2 or 3 years with a reputation. We have no idea who you are, so how can we give you a letter of support? So I ran into that. I went to the Marriott and a couple other places, and the Hyatt, they use Expedia. They all pretty much told me the same thing. So I was able to find this little tour company, and the lady there gladly wrote me a letter, and I went to this other guy, a friend of mine, and he wrote me a letter. And then the one place that I really wanted to get the letter from, it took a while. I had to go through 3 or 4 different people and kind of just keep on them until they finally gave me a letter of support. So great. This is the one that I think is really going to help. And these are actually the people that I plan on marketing my tour through once I get it going. So that was the the biggest step. So I've got that, and the rest of this, I have to get a notary public for this oath, saying that whatever, and then just all kinds of stuff. This is a lot more complicated than it was to get the business license. This is just the permit in order to operate a vehicle. They want to know everything about the company, all the way down to, this one is a balance sheet. They want to know how much, how much assets I have in the business, fixed assets, loans payable, projected operating costs, how much I plan on making. Here they want to know about everything down to, how much my office supplies are going to be, how much fuel and oil I'm going to be using, just everything. And then they want to figure out my operating ratio, how much money I'm going to be making. And then this is the tariff, since I'm not operating as a taxi or something where they have a set tariff. I'm just going to be charging for my tours. I had to draft up this. I had to type this up myself. This is setting my tariff, the rules for my tariff for my tours. Set up the rules, and then the cost, and information about refunds and stuff like that. And so then a copy of the DBA, copy of the excise license, and then I also had to get a tax clearance in order to show that I don't owe any back taxes. Remember, this is just for a permit in order to operate the vehicle for the business. The business license itself was easy. That was just the tax ID. So then, once I get the notary public on this tomorrow, I'll submit it, and then they tell me it takes 3 to 4 months in order to get the PUC permit approved, and have to pay $30 for the permit. But if I want to get it earlier than 3 to 4 months, I can submit a second copy and then just write temporary permit at the top and submit another $30, and I might get that one in 2 months if they can find cause that I should be able to start doing my tours right away. Otherwise I have to wait the 3 to 4 months. So hopefully they'll approve my temporary PUC permit and I can start operating in about 2 months. If not, I have to wait 3 to 4 months. And then once I'm done with all this, then I have to mail copies. I have to mail 2 copies to the DCCA, a copy to all of these other places. So this was just crazy. So that's why my business hasn't started yet. Should have started a long time ago. I'm ready to go. So there it is. Hopefully Hawaiian Night Sky Tours will be going here pretty soon.